NextJS actions allow you to run functions within client components that run exclusively on the server. So let's make an action that sends an email from a contact form. First, we need to enable server actions, as it is still an experimental feature. To do this, enable server actions under experimental in next.config.js. So let's create a submit button, which is a client component, and let's import the form status hook, which you have to expect an error. That's why the TX error. And let's create the function itself. We'll get some children from the React node, and we can get the pending status from use form status, which we will use to determine if the button is disabled or not. Use area disabled equal pending to see if the button is disabled or not. And we also use a class name to change the classes according to whether it's disabled. And we will add a loading circle if the status is pending. Now write the server function with use server at the start and initialize node mailer and grab your credentials from environment. Next, we initialize the transporter and add the host as Gmail SMTP. Don't use port 25 if you're going to host on Verso. And the authentication, and then we create the async function, which will be our server function. Here we can compose the mail from form data that is available to us. Form data can be accessed by form data.get. Once we have completely created the composable message, we can move on to sending the message with await transporter.sendMail. If this succeeds, we can send the message success, and if it fails, we can send error. The front end of the form has to be a client component, so I'll use client and then import the submit button, the useRef hook, and the experimental use form state, and also input the submit action. I will create a form ref with use ref, then use form state to create a form state and a form action using the submit action. The message null is the message that should be received from the action. Then we can do form ref equal form ref, and action will be form action. And then we can add the inputs, text area, and the submit button to the form. Now if you run the development server and try to send a message to contact@creatis.io, you can see that we actually receive it. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and make sure to join my Discord server.